Welcome, Angry Faithful. Today on Psychos and Sociopaths, we're going to talk about the Ken and Barbie killers. And the reason why they're called Ken and Barbie is because of the basis of they were good-looking killers, and they were
I have
married.
that song stuck in my head.
Oh, the Barbie
Yeah.
song.
Yeah,
I'm a Barbie girl.
in a Barbie world, life is plastic. It's fantastic. Yeah, that song.
Yeah, that was a horrible song. Even when we were, I hated that song.
What the hell was music thinking back in the early 2000s?
You know what? Even I'd start a list, and we're totally off subject starting out, so it must be a good episode. But in all reality, I started listening to some of the old songs that I loved back in the day. I'm like, how is this music?
Well, I mean, it just depends on what you're listening to. Now, I mean, when I think 90s, I'm thinking Ace of Base. I Saw the Sign. But I used to listen to stuff like Dan Fogelberg and Confederate Railroad. And, it just Tanya Tucker and Twitty and Def Leppard and just my musical taste, I guess, have kind of always been just a tad bit eclectic. Why is my hand still up? I need to get rid of it.
I don't know.
Lower hand. There we go. Hey, look at that. I don't know if they did you flip back to the top there?
No.
No? Okay. Because from my view, like I went to the top.
Oh no, it does.
As a matter of fact, hold on, because there, because I am a top. So there we go.
I really don't think anybody believes that, but okay, you can go ahead
Really?
and say that.
Really?
Well,
okay. Okay. No.
You should see the. Wait a minute.
You're totally fine.
You can't see the comments on the TikTok, can you? For the Angry Me page.
No.
Or the messages.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. She thinks she can.
Who, Maria?
I keep on forgetting to tell her that she can't see it.
Hold on.
It's not in the comics. It's in the messages.
No, I can't see the messages. No, not on TikTok.
Hold on, let me. Okay, inbox. And she'll finally figure it out. But
we have 13 followers on TikTok. Most of them bots. And dear God, tell me that you're going to their only friends pages, aren't you?
No. I deleted Twitter off my phone.
No, I'm talking about our TikTok followers.
Oh. No, I only follow like a couple of people, and it's not like OnlyFans. They're actually those people. No, that's automatic. They just follow you. They don't actually.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
Maria is going to have to take a temporary demotion from the title of superfan.
Why?
Because she's not following me on TikTok.
I hate to tell you this right now. She's already told me that she's not freaking tech savvy. So she'll get around to it. She just started doing TikTok because I sent her TikTok videos.
See, the maximum effective range of an excuse is exactly 0.0 meters for both area and point targets.
I'll defend her on this one. I like her. She's a wonderful friend, and we have might have weird conversations off air, and there's certain things that are just like, you know what, I really didn't know that.
But I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. I've known her for damn near it's been 27 years. No, yes. It's been longer than that. Holy crap. Her and I have known each other for 30 years.
Since y'all are 10 years old or 13 years old. So middle school?
No, wait. Holy crap. Because we graduated in 95.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because me and
You know
Kai
what?
haven't been friends that long. We graduated. We started hanging out like in '98. So, but the Ken and Barbie killers, God, uh, these were serial killers in Canada, and
Mm.
the main person was Paul. Hold on, let me get Stephen Hawking to help me out with this last name. Uh, Bernardo. Paul Bernardo, who was born in August 27th, 1964, and also known as Paul Jason. God, why do they? I hate Canada just because of the names. I have to do the Stephen Hawking voice. You can't hear the Stephen Hawking voice when we do it. Teal. But he was a serial killer and a serial rapist. Uh, early in life, we'll just go off of Paul for first off, men first. Uh, Paul's father, Kenneth, sexually abused his daughter. He also fondled a girl and was charged with child molestation in 1975. Bernardo's mother, depressed with her husband abuse, withdrew from the family life and lived in the basement of their home in Scarborough. Oh, I love that. Scarborough. Yeah, Scarborough, in East Metropolitan Toronto. In his book, Lethal Marriage, Nick Porn, that's literally a name,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
describes young Bernardo. He was always happy, a young boy who smiled a lot, and he was so cute with his dimple. Okay, that's got weird. Good looks, because the reason why they're called the Ken and Barbie killers is because they were halfway decent looking people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Bernardo had developed dark sexual fantasies and enjoyed humiliating women in public and bidding women he dated. When Bernardo was 16, his mother told him that he was conceived illegitimately during a extramarital affair.
Extramarital. Marital.
Uh,
Extramarital.
Disgusted, he began openly insulting her. Uh, but let's go in our other killer. Uh, God, I really don't like Canadians. Why here lately we've had serial killers that the names we couldn't really pronounce. Carla Homboka uh
Mhm.
is a Canadian serial killer, blah blah blah. Rapist also, she raped too. Stated in investigators that Brando had abused her and that she had been unwilling accomplice to the murders. As a result, she struck a deal with prosecutors for the result prison sentence of 12 years in exchange for a guilty plea to the charges of manslaughter. Homolka scored 5 to 40 on a psychopath check list, in the contrast to Homolka was more active participant than she originally claimed, including in the rape and death of her sister, Tammy Homolka. As a
Mhm.
result, the deal was that she was struck with prosecutor. The deal that she struck with prosecutors would dub in the Canadian prince the deal with the devil. Public outrage about Homolka's plea deal continued until her high-profile release from prison in 2005. So she's still running around. But their victims, Tammy Hoboken, the sister, according to Hoboken and Bernardo, her husband, became attracted to his younger sister during the summer of 1990. This attraction was confirmed by Bernardo to have begun in July during the interview conducted in 2007. While in custody, Carla hatched a plan to frame Bernardo for drugging Tammy, seeing in an opportunity to minimize, what is it,
Minimize.
minimize risk, take control, and keep it all in the family. God damn, that's just sick. That is really, really sick. Ugh,
Almost as sick as The Art of Flirting, saying, "So, Doc, I don't feel a ring on your finger."
that was fucking hilarious. And you, sir, need to back that off a little bit. Uh, the doctor was of age.
That's a private question, Dan, and I'll invite you to stay out of my personal life. Thank you.
Uh, where the fuck was I now? Okay, keep it in the family in July. According to Bernardo's testimony, he and Carla served Tammy spaghetti dinner sprinkled with Valium stolen from Carla's workplace. Bernardo raped Tammy for about a minute before she started to wake up. Carla later stole the enthusiastic. Yeah, it's enthusiastic. Wow, that's a weird word. Let's see what Steven was talking about. Halothane from a St. Catherine's veterinary clinic where she worked on December 23rd, 1990, after a Christmas party at the Homoken household. Bernardo and Homoken drugged Tammy with animal tranquilizers. The couple subsequently raped Tammy while she was unconscious. Tammy later choked on her own vomit and died. Before calling 911, Bernardo and Hogan hid the evidence, did the laundry, redressed Tammy, who had a chemical burn on her face, and moved on into the basement bedroom. A few hours later, Tammy was pronounced dead at St. Catherine's General Hospital without having regained consciousness. Bernardo told police he unsuccessfully tried to revive her, and her death was ruled an accident. All right, you got Jane Doe.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, Jane Doe. Here we go. On 7 June 1991, Omoka invited a 15-year-old girl she had befriended at a pet shop 2 years earlier, known as Jane Doe. You want me to do it like that, or you just want me to read it normal?
I don't care.
Hold on a second. Look at the post I just made on our Facebook page. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yes. On 7 June 1991, Mocha invited a 15-year-old girl she had befriended at a pet shop 2 years earlier, known as Jane Doe in the trials, for a girls' night out. After an evening of shopping and dining, Mocha pilled Jane Doe with alcohol laced with, help me, Stephen Hawking.
So glad I found that. God. I have to go on my phone.
It's a link, so it won't. Okay. Halcyon. Yeah, there we go. We'll just say Halcyon. Halcyon, for those of you who don't know, it's triazolam. It's a drug that it's a nerve, it's a tranquilizer. Okay. When the girl lost consciousness, Homolka called Bernardo to tell him that a surprise wedding gift was ready. Bernardo videotaped Homolka raping the girl before he himself sexually assaulted her. The next morning, Jane Doe was nauseated but thought that her vomiting was due to drinking alcohol for the first time and did not realize that she had been sexually assaulted. In August, Jane Doe was invited back to the couple's residence in Port Dallouise to spend the night and was again drugged. Mocha called 911 for help after the girl stopped breathing while being raped. Mocha called back a few minutes later to say that everything is all right, and then the ambulance was recalled without a follow up. Jane Doe survived. Uh, the next victim, Leslie Mahaffey. Early in the morning, on June 15th, 1991, Bernardo detoured through Burlington, halfway between Toronto and St. Catharines, to steal license plates and found Leslie McCaffrey, or Mahaffey, standing outside her home. The 14-year-old had missed her curfew after attending a friend's wake and was locked out of her house. Bernardo left his car and approached Mahaffey, saying that he wanted to break into a neighbor's house. Unfazed, she asked if he had any cigarettes, to which he claimed on having available in his vehicle. Bernardo led her to his car. He blindfolded her, forced her into the car, drove her to Port Dallouise, and informed Homolka that they had a victim. Bernardo and Homolka videotaped themselves torturing and sexually abusing Mahaffey while they listened to Bob Marley and David Bowie. Or David Bowie. That's David Bowie. Never mind.
Yeah, it's Bowie.
It's Bowie. It's Bowie for the singer, Bowie for the city, and the knife. Okay, everybody, let's get it straight. Take two. At one point, Bernardo said, "You're doing a good job, Leslie. Damn good job," adding, "The next 2 hours are going to determine what I do to you. Right now, you're scoring perfect." On another segment of tape played at Bernardo's trial, the sexual assault escalated. Mahaffey cried out in pain and begged Bernardo to stop. And in the Crown description of the scene, which is the prosecutor at this point, he was sodomizing her while her hands were bound with twine. Mahaffey later told Bernardo that her blindfold seemed to be slipping, which signaled the possibility that she could identify her attackers if she was set free or lived. Following day, Bernardo claimed Homolka fed her a lethal dose of halcyon. Homolka claimed that Bernardo strangled her. They put her body into the basement, and the day after Homolka had the Homolka family had dinner at Bernardo's and Homolka's house. After the Homolkas and their remaining daughter Lori left, Bernardo and Homolka decided that the best way to dispose of the evidence would be to dismember her and encase each part of her remains in cement. Bernardo
That just preserves the freaking body.
Well, if they're hacking it up and just putting it in concrete. But
Yeah.
he bought a dozen bags of concrete or cement at a hardware store. He kept the receipts, which were damaging at his trial.
What
Maybe
the
he
fuck?
needed to scan them into his fetch app. I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to claim it on his taxes.
Maybe business expenses, possibly. But
Hobby
he used
expense.
his grandfather's circular saw to dismember the girl. Bernardo and Homolka, right? Am I saying that right now?
Yeah, Homolka. Yeah.
Yeah. Made a number of trips to dump the cement blocks in Lake Gibson. About 11 miles or 18 kilometers, depending on what measurement system you use. Just remember, kids, there's the imperial system, and then there's the system that landed on the moon. At least one of the blocks weighed 200 pounds and was beyond their ability to lift was beyond their ability to sink. It laid near the shore, where it was found by Michael Duchette and his son Michael Jr. while on a fishing expedition, June 29th of 91. Mahaffey's orthodontic appliance was instrumental in identifying her.
And what that is basically dental
retainer.
record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of dental record type deal.
Yeah. Homolka was released from prison on July 4th of 2005. Several days before, Bernardo was interviewed by police and his lawyer, Tony Bryant. According to Bryant, Bernardo said that he had always intended to free the girls he and Homolka kidnapped. However, When Mahaffey's blindfold fell off, allowing her to see his face, Mulga was concerned that Mahaffey would identify Bernardo and report them to the police. Bernardo claimed that Homolka planned to murder Mahaffey by injecting an air bubble into her bloodstream, triggering an air embolism. You can get
And
Christian French.
yeah, Christian French during after school hours on April 16th, 1992. Bernardo and Homolka drove through St. Carl Chatterins to look for potential victim. Although students were still going home, the streets were generally empty. As they passed a Holy Cross Secondary School, a Catholic school in the city north end, they spotted 15-year-old Christine French walking briskly to her nearby home. They pulled into the parking lot nearby Grace Lutheran Church, and Homolka got out of the car, mapped a map in hand, pretending to need assistance. When French looked at the map, Bernardo attacked her from behind, brandishing a knife and forcing her into the front seat of their car. From the back seat, Homolka subdued French by pulling her hair. French took the same route home every day, taking about 15 minutes to get home and care for her dog. Soon after she had arrived, her parents became convinced that she met with foul play and notified the police. Within 24 hours, the Niger what? Hold on. Let me get this word. There we go.
Niagara.
Oh, okay. It's Niagara Regional Police Services assembled a team, searched French's route, and found several witnesses who've seen the abduction from different locations, giving police a very clear picture. French's shoe recovered from a parking lot unscored the seriousness of the abduction. Over the Easter weekend, Bernardo and Homolka videotaped themselves torturing, raping, and sodomizing French, forcing her to drink large amounts of alcohol and submit to Bernardo. After his trial, Crown prosecutor Ray Holonen uh, Houlihan said that Bernardo always intended to kill her because she was never blindfolded and couldn't identify her captors. The following day, Bernardo and Homolka murdered French before going to Homolka's for Easter dinner. Homolka testified at the trial. Bernardo, sorry, strangled French for several minutes while she watched. Bernardo said that Homolka beat French with a rubber mallet because she tried to escape. Man, that's got to be a long thing. Because the rubber mallets, they're not that hard, and they have a lot of give. You know?
Well, you're thinking maybe a deadfall hammer, but rubber mallets, it depends. I mean, yeah, with a rubber mallet, oh yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, that French was strangled with a noose around her neck, which was secured by a hope chest. What is a hope chest?
Uh, it's
Oh,
kind of like a
okay.
Foot Locker.
Okay, yeah, I see it. We had one at home. Homolka then went to fix her hair. French nude body was found April 30th, 1992, in a ditch in Birmingham, about 15 minutes from St. Charles and a short distance from the cemetery where uh, Mahaffey is
Mm-hmm.
buried. Is that Mahaffey?
Mahaffey.
Yeah, Mahaffey is buried. She had been washed and her hair was cut off, although it was through that which French's hair was removed as a trophy. And Homolka testified that it was cut to impede identification. Now, they have thought they had like more victims and everything shortly after Tammy Homolka's funeral. her parents left town and visited Lori visited her grandparents in Muskogee, leaving the house empty. According to author Stephen Williams, during the weekend of January 12th, 1991, Bernardo abducted a girl, took her to the house, raped her while Homolka watched, and dropped off her on a deserted road in Lake Gibson. Bernardo and Homolka called her January girl. God, some of these people we research and everything, it is just so much that they think of this as a everyday type deal, you know.
Yeah.
And it is just so weird that I can't even fathom of taking that as an everyday lifestyle.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, wrong one. There we go. There we go. And okay. During the investigation and arrest, Hoboken and Bernard were questioned by the police several times in connection with the Scarborough rapist investigation, Tammy Hoboken's death, Bernardo's stalking of other women before the death of French. The officer who filed the report on 12th of May 1992, and NRP Sergeant. Okay, Niagara Regional Police. Okay. I just read that and tried to figure it out, and I had to go back over it. That's how ignorant sometimes I am. Considerable briefly interviewed Bernardo. The officer decided that he was unlikely suspect. Of those, Bernardo admitted that he had been questioned in connection with Scarborough's rapist. 3 days later, the Green Ribbon Task Force was created to investigate the murders of Maffei and French. Bernardo and Homolka had 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 applied to have their names legally changed to Tila, which Bernardo had taken from serial killer in 1988 criminal law, notwithstanding the fact the killer's name was spelt Tila in the film. That's weird. But in December 1992, the Center for Forensic Science finally began testing DNA samples provided by Donato 2 years earlier. Holy crap, it took them 2 years to decide, oh, let's do a DNA test? That's freaking ridiculous. That should have been like the first thing. Of course, this is like in the 90s, so DNA testing wasn't really a big thing, was it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't so much of a thing.
So nowadays, you just like, why didn't they do a DNA test?
Like somebody's finna lose their job. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Yeah. Of course, Maria, and I also seen this was when I posted this on our Facebook page that and they found out through the DNA testing. You see this fat woman on it, just stupid idiot. I find
Did you look
it
at the post that I made?
Huh?
Did you look at the post that I made?
Yeah, hold on. I shared it.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, oh, come on.
Girls wearing Carhartt beanies.
Yeah. Where is it? Okay. Now, where was that? Where is that? Okay. Several bruised Homokan in December 1992, and the Center for Forensics testing DNA on December 27th, he severely beat Homolka on the limbs, head face with a flashlight, claiming that she had been in an automobile accident, and several bruises and a severely bruised Homolka returned to work on 4th of January 1993. Her skeptical co-workers called her parents, although they rescued her from falling day by physically removing her from the house. Homolka went back in, frantically searching for something. Her parents took her to St. Charles General Hospital, where she gave a statement to the NRP that she was battered. She was a battered spouse and filed charges against Bernardo. He was arrested and later released on his own reconnaissance. A friend who found Bernardo's suicide note intervened, and Homolka moved in with her relatives in Bremerton.
Bremerton. Bremerton. It was pronounced Bremerton.
Bremerton?
Bremerton.
Bremerton.
Bremerton, Washington.
Wow.
I know. I used to live there. Anyways.
Okay. 26 months after Bernardo submitted a DNA sample, Toronto police were informed that it was a match that Scarborough rapist and immediately placed him under 24-hour surveillance. Metro Toronto sexual assault squad interviewed Homolka on February 9th, 1993, despite hearing there's suspects about Bernardo. Homolka focused on his abuse of her. Later that night, she told her aunt and uncle that Bernardo was the Scarborough rapist, that she and Bernardo were involved in the rape and murder of Maffey and French, and that the rapes were recorded on videotape. Fucking, I hate to say this, but I would never videotape anything like that. One, I just find that stuff sickening anyways. I mean, that whole remember that movie 8mm?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that just frightened me that stuff was actually out there. And it still is.
Yeah.
The snuff films and everything. And it's just, there's a big difference, and you can, and your mind can tell the difference between an actual fake murder or what it would be visual special effects and everything like that. Your mind can understand. It's like, oh, that's fake, just because of discorrelation of blood and how everything's done and everything like that. Your mind can go, oh, that's fake. But when you actually see like something like that happen, I've only seen something like that happen once, but it was in prison when I was working up at the Albury unit, and I had to try to stop it. But your mind takes a different turn on something like that.
Yeah.
So recording it and going after it just baffles me that people like would want that in their lives. It just
right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that people videotape weird shit.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is, they go back and they watch themselves.
Yeah,
it's just like you've got these people that have their what can we call it here? Don't. I've got something here. Only shame account.
Okay.
Yeah. Oscar Foxtrot. Yes, they have an Oscar Foxtrot page.
There you go.
There we go. See? Thank you. You're welcome, Angry Faithful. These people that have their Oscar Foxtrot pages, like they've got terabits of video of themselves doing different things with different objects and different people. You can't tell me that they don't go back and watch it.
Well, I know
I'm self-conscious, right? So I could never do something like that, just simply due to the fact that I would be constantly critiquing myself.
Yeah, I totally get that. I couldn't watch myself have sex with somebody else. Like,
what is this form? That is piss poor. Get your ass.
I would
in the
laugh
gym.
my ass off.
You need to do weight. You need to do some deadlifts. You need to do some backs. You need to do some curls. Leg day, motherfucker.
You need to do some squats, motherfucker. Get that ass like really out there.
Right? Like develop that junk in the trunk, drink some water, and give that girl a facial like the way she deserves.
Yeah. Oh God.
You need to glaze those mountains.
Yeah.
Give her some
Gi-
snow-capped peaks on those mountains.
Give her the pearl necklace that she deserves.
But by God, you better not pull it up in her belly button.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
Yeah. Yeah. Just that was
That took a
weird.
turn, didn't it?
That took a weird turn.
That did.
Just
That got a weird
but no,
turn.
what's really sad is I watched this. It was on YouTube. Uh, it was it was friends of porn star watching their friends' porn, and and the guys, they're like, yeah, I watch my own stuff. But the chicks, on the other hand, well, except for the the gay guy didn't watch his own stuff, and it was really funny. It was like, man, you really can take the friend didn't know what to say. He was like, the only thing I can say, man, is that is you, and man, you really can take it. But the one of the females in there, she's like, I can't watch my own stuff. I never watch my own stuff ever. I I I put it out there and it's gone. I don't even think about it anymore. But I guess it's just, uh men versus women. I know some women that watch their own stuff too, but
I think that might be a way of like disconnecting themselves from it or disassociating themselves from it.
maybe.
Like I know that I'm doing it, but if I don't watch it, then it doesn't really happen. I mean, I'm sure that they know that it's happening because A, they're participating in it, and B, it's like they got no problem cashing those paychecks.
Yeah.
And
Some
from what I understand, like wasn't there a documentary out there that describes the industry, and it's like legitimately one of the like the few truly women oriented or women run industries. Like all the women talent, all the women choose who they're going to participate
Now it
with.
is.
Now it
Now it
is, yeah.
is. Back in the when
70s and
the
80s.
yes, well, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, 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 most of the 90s.
Two I think you would probably think about 2010. That's when uh Pornhub and RedTube and all those other websites started getting uh more traction. Then it started going towards women.
I'm struggling here. Ken and Barbie murderers. We're now talking about porn.
Videotapes, snuff films. That's how we got onto it.
That's what it is. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Because we were talking about how they can actually how
It's not bad enough. I mean, it's bad enough that we have squirrel moments like that where we're like, pretty color, you know. We would be talking about like
it's pretty bad when our freaking
string
super fan.
theory, and time space continuum irregulation, irregularity. Oh, look at that. It's a rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
But
well, if you add this polymer to this chemical, it creates a reaction, or there's a reaction that is detrimental to cancer cell. Oh, hey, look at you. What? They were,
it's that blank
you just
blank
cured
look looking
cancer.
off to the
What are we
side.
talking about? What? How did this? It's like, oh my God.
Well, there was an episode of Boy Meets World that he was trying to figure out how this thing was possible, and at the end of the show, he's like, I think I created time travel. Whoop. I think I created time travel. Whoop. And then he's like, nah, and just walks off. I'm like, that was weird,
Yeah.
but that I'm not upset.
Yeah, but I mean, what makes this couple kind of, I guess, unique in comparison to the other people that we've profiled on this series, on this show? I mean, they were truly in it together
until he beat her.
until he beat her.
Yeah. And that was the whole reason why that it wasn't the whole reason why. It was more or less it was everything started happening at that point in time,
Yeah.
which it was the DNA ended up they started looking a little bit harder because the wife was saying these things. They eventually found the sex tapes, and I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, since he committed suicide, if he had any kind of remorse in it. Maybe he just wanted to rape him and his wife killed him. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's
Like he had a weird kink. She facilitated it. She enabled the behavior.
yeah. There's another murder that happened uh over by I think in New Mexico that I want to go over too. It was the same. Uh the they had the whole reason why I started looking into it, because they had 100,000. They were dirt poor, but they had $100,000 worth of sex toys and sexual equipment. I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of confusing. They had how much? And I guess they ended up stealing in and stuff like that. But I gotta remember what the murders was. I've been trying to research them for a while, but I can't remember their names. I gotta ask Candy about that. She lived over in that area that it happened.
Habitual serial sex toy thieves. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm picking up what they're putting down.
No, they ended up they did like a toy box killer. That's what
Okay.
that's what it was. It just came to me. It was a toy box killer, because I think they put their. We'll go over it next week. We'll do the toy box killer next week.
Right. Yeah.
But
Um, but yeah, let me see here. Is there anything else that we can go over with these guys?
not really, because we pretty much went over what they ended up happening in the first part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I mean, they're still alive. He's 57. Uh, but he was convicted with murder, sexual assault, torture. He has life imprisonment with a possibility of parole, 25 years. Declared a dangerous offender in 1995. But they have 3 kills, but at least 14 and 6 attempted rapes. So,
Hmm.
huh? Okay, he was convicted in 1995, so he might be released pretty soon. But since he has that dangerous killer thing, I mean, they've gone over on this with like let's episodes of Law and Order, Fools for Love, uh Damage for Special Victims Unit, Close to Home. They did a discovery investigation. That was another way I found out about these couple and everything like that. But they had a but 1993 in Rush song, Nobody's Hero, phrased the murder of a young girl in Port Dahlia. So, but that's another thing that kind of weirds me out on a lot of these things is the fact is they make it in pop culture, and people, I mean, I do the serial killer episodes. We do the serial killer episodes. And the whole idea was it because, the what the hell episodes and nerd sports for the guys. more or less. But the serial killers was mainly for women, so we can get that women audience. And is these subjects. I'm not gonna lie. Every time we go into it, I'm like amazed of the depravity of some people.
Yeah, yeah, the depravity is real. So, but
But we're I think next week I'm gonna get everything ready for the. I hate to say murder basket now, even though I'm not gonna make a basket out of it and everything. But we're gonna call it the murder baskets for props. And I'm gonna start getting some of the stuff. I decided just to get some lotion,
so you're
bubble
gonna put the
bath.
lotion in the basket,
Yeah, I'm gonna put the lotion in the. Well,
or
we're not
else
gonna
you're
have a
gonna get the
basket, so
hose.
yeah. Uh, but we're gonna get some lotion. We're gonna get bubble bath, some bath bombs.
We should find one of those like customized greeting cards and just put like "Happy
Maybe
Valentine's Day" from Buffalo Bill.
dude, we could do a customized uh card with the printers.
We know, but you're putting the lotion in the basket, so Buffalo Bill has to be a part of that somehow.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do a sticker, but I couldn't find anybody to do it really cheap. They're like $10 for the whole thing and designing it and everything. It's just trying to find someone to do that. I mean, everybody get some money, but those stickers aren't cheap. Uh, and we're gonna try to get a. I'm saying $15 gift card for movie night or whatever, so you can spend it with your loved one. And that's about it. It's just the bath bombs, just women stuff. Since this is a women's show, technically.
Technically,
Every time I look at because I got asked what with our audience and everything, they were for trying to get Ronnie Jackson on to interview him, our congressman, for the 13th district in Texas. Uh, she's like, "What's your audience like?" I was like, technically, we have like 85% women. She's like, really? Is your show geared towards women? Only one. I was trying to dance around it and everything like that. And I told her, I was like, well, we got a sports show. It's like, okay, that's geared for men, probably. Maybe some women will watch that. We have a what the hell, where we just conversate and everything like that, which we conversate like that anyways. Uh, uh, on every show anyways, but we give a little bit of subject and a really small subject where we go like 30 minutes and we start talking. and then on the so psychos and sociopaths, the serial killers, and that's the one that most women listen to. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, it it scares me each and every time I say it, every time, every freaking time. She's like, your audience is 85% women because of that show. I'm like, yes.
95% of the people that watch Investigation Discovery Channel are women.
What was really funny is I was talking to one of the guys we were fixing up on his doors and everything this week. His wife can't watch horror movies or thrillers or anything like that, but she'll watch like a Dateline show about murderers and everything. And I'm like, that is weird.
Is it possible that maybe secretly deep down inside they're thinking in the back of their minds, I can fix
Every time I think that,
it?
every time when someone's like,
Oh,
because when I
here
went to that,
comes the hate. It's like, how dare Johnny? He's such a misogynistic pig. Oink,
I can,
oink.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I mean that's how I look at it. Is if you're all most of the women, they pick up guys that they can try to fix or something like that. I mean, most of the women. I mean, very rare. Which you got lucky. It was you got a woman that didn't say, "Oh, I can fix him." She just wanted to be with you.
I know. I keep thinking that one of these days I'm going to wake up. It's going to be one of those. Well, guess what? I'm 75 pounds overweight. I'm unemployed or so,
You're gonna be underneath the a freeway. You're gonna wake up like
I'm going to be in a van down by the river. That's exactly where I'm going to be when I wake up from this dream.
Funny you should say that. There's this chick that messaged me and everything, and she lives in a van with her dog.
Down by the river. Please say she's down by the river.
I don't. There's no river. Well, there's Red River, but that van wouldn't make it.
There's the Wichita River.
No, she lives in Nakona. I don't think there's a river in Nakona. I'm ruining your hopes and dreams. Yes, I know, but
Why don't you shut up and leave like your dad did, dude? Come on now.
you met my dad.
I know. I'm just.
You just had to trade. I'm about to go get some milk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like,
I'm gonna get some.
I'm going out for milk and cigarettes. Daddy, no.
Man, we're horrible people.
Oh, that's right.
And it shows. But anyways, that's pretty much the end of the show. So hopefully by the time February runs, I think we're gonna do the drawing probably around the 1st of February. What is the time frame of that? I guess we could do it on Nerds. No,
You know what's
we'll
going to
do
be
it during
fun?
the weekend, the first weekend of February. So
You know what's going to be fun? Is that when I do relocate down to the Lake Jackson area, the office is going to have 3 desks, 3 separate Macs, or 2 MacBooks and a Mac. One, like, I think maybe like the first or second week that I'm down there, when we do a Psychos and Sociopaths episode, should get my future wife and future sister-in-law to zoom in with us.
Yeah, you do that
To get the female perspective.
Yeah. Well,
That
we
would be
still need to
fun.
get we need to contact Mike, get the female thing.
Yes, we do.
I will do it
will.
if you don't feel comfortable doing it.
Why wouldn't I feel comfortable?
I don't know. Yeah, I asked you we started talking about it and we just pushed it on the rug. But I know for the What the Hell episode, we've been pushing this off way too long.
Do a live.
Well, we'll do it live, but we'll also do that that military company that was fixing up the houses and weren't fixing up houses.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the article I sent you. Yeah, that's right.
What
L4 Beatty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that included some of the housing up here in Shepherd.
Yeah. It was also in Tinker.
Yeah.
It was like
because some of the houses that were on some of the Army posts ended up on the WTF Army Moments page. Yeah, talk about awkward.
Yeah. So we'll get back with you. We'll be on live. Since this go out today, we'll be live on
Tomorrow?
Sunday.
Sunday.
And we can do it like during the daytime, so we still have time to.
Yeah, because our Week 18 games for the NFL are going to be playing during the day on Sunday, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then Monday or Tuesday, we're filming episode 40 of Nerd
I know. If I had it, we need to do like a vote who watches the Nerd Sports, and if they maybe do like a $20 gift card for like Buffalo Wild Wings or some sports.
We'll do that for the 50th though.
Well, no, I was saying for the Super Bowl
Oh, right. Yeah,
for
for the
like a
Super Bowl.
giveaway.
Yeah.
Because
What is that?
I want this year, since we've actually got like somewhat of a good audience, not like, astronomical, but somewhat of a good audience. Give back to the people that listen to us and support us and our fans and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the first year was kind of a stumble. I mean, I barely put out a lot of the episodes, and it wasn't
But you
until like
barely put out, so
uh,
just saying.
you're absolutely right. You're not wrong. I mean, you really aren't wrong. It's been a while. I mean, there's cobwebs. The look on Johnny's face. Look on Johnny's face.
So I'm trying to think of a way to reword this burn because there's an original form of it, but I don't need to hear about your cobwebs because, sir, I am straighter than the pole your sister dances on.
Oh, yeah, that was a good comment. I like that one. What was it off of?
Oh, that was
Was
a
that a
video.
TikTok?
It was a TikTok. It was a video. This kid just he murked like a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "You're gay," and the kid goes, "I'm straighter than the pole your mom dances on, boy." I I was like, damn.
I gotta use that. I gotta use that.
I mean, he
But
just hosed him down. So
but we will talk more on that note after we get everything figured out for the nerd sports. But yeah, I want this year to be more giving. I want, and I was thinking about this too. I want us to start thinking of Christmas time and setting everything up to where we can give like unfortunate families Amazon gift cards.
yeah, we can do that. And if our listeners want to contribute to that fund, we can set up.
I don't want to do because they take too much money doing uh what do you call it
No,
for
not a GoFundMe.
yeah, GoFundMe takes too much money.
No, 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 no. I'm thinking like, like a Cash App or a Venmo kind of a thing.
uh
And of course, we would provide all the transparency that our listeners are
that well
wanting to know.
yeah, well that's the thing is if anything it's, it sounds like a freaking Nigerian scam. I mean, we could we'll get a I have a PL box that we can use. You can send the Amazon gift cards there.
Yeah,
Do
or
it that
yeah, just
way.
do that. Purchase the
Yeah,
Amazon gift cards yourselves and send them
and
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm one of those people. I hate fucking dealing with other people's money for like charity group. I
Oh,
just
dude.
I just
Yeah,
I feel so uncomfortable with it.
it's the worst. And
Yeah,
it's like you have to make sure that every single penny is accounted for. Not that it's that hard, but it's just, it's like, well, I donated $20. How come you only purchased, like a $15 gift card? It's like taxes because they do tax gift cards.
well, that and also like if
Which
we
I
were
don't
doing
mind.
like
Well,
Venmo
I
or
mean, in instances like that, I don't mind paying the tax out of my own pocket. But I mean, yeah. So I mean, we could set up that PO box where people, if they want to donate gift cards, they can send them in.
yeah,
But God help
I'd
your
rather do it
soul,
that
we
way.
will torch you alive if you send us an expired or empty gift card.
Oh yeah.
That is not good for them.
But we'll set that. Well, we got a lot of planning and everything to do. This is like future stuff. But anyways, uh, thank you for watching Psychos and Sociopaths, the Ken
Thank you
and
for
Barbie
listening.
Killers. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you
Thank you
for
for listening on
watching,
Apple.
listening.
Thank you for listening on Google. Thank you for listening on Spotify. And I'm sure we're missing countless other podcast platforms.
Yeah,
And thank you to our free sponsor, Anchor. Um,
yeah,
yeah. So
up to $7.
Look at us.
We're
We're
balling.
almost
And I couldn't.
we're almost making double digits.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for checking us all out on all the social media, and have a good day.
later.